On your fast track to the top of the hour, Plaza Azteca is reopening today after a shooting inside their restaurant this week, and they will be hosting a fundraiser for the victims. The store owner is donating 50% of today's sales to the woman and her young child, and they are 21-year-old Lucia Garcia and her 7-month-old son Dominique. They were shot Wednesday afternoon. Garcia and her son are being treated right now at Sanford Hospital. They are alive, but they have a long road to recovery. Garcia's family hopes that some good can come from this tragedy. They hope that sharing Lucia and Dominique's story will help other domestic violence victims find the strength and the courage to leave before it's too late. Police say that 24-year-old Malik Gill shot the two inside that restaurant before stealing a car and leading police on a high-speed chase in Clay County. The chase ended in a crash, and deputies found Gill dead of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. That shooting has many worried about their safety out and about in the community, and the Cass County Sheriff's Department wants to ease some concerns. The department is now offering active shooter training to area businesses. The sheriff says it's the goal of the department to inform people so they could potentially save as many lives as possible. If you are interested, you should reach out to the Cass County Sheriff's Office. Meanwhile, mental health experts say you can help people who witnessed that shooting move forward.
About one of the best ways we can support the community, loved ones, people who witness this, or people just who experienced it kind of vicariously through coverage or whatever, is we want to normalize the conversation around emotions, mental health.
Now, they say it's important to respect others' space, but that opening the conversation and letting them know they have a support system is paramount. National Guard troops are heading to northeastern Minnesota to support flood operations there. County emergency managers are requesting help to deal with the high water caused by heavy spring rains and rapid snowmelt throughout the Rainy River Basin. More rain is forecast for the coming days, which will likely push many lake and river levels beyond their historic highs that were recorded in 2014 and 1950. Docks and boathouses have sustained damage on several lakes. Some people are now even sandbagging to protect their own homes. The quick thinking of friends and family saved two teenagers who fell into the Pelican River south of Detroit Lakes and were then swept into nearby Lake Sally. The Becker County Sheriff's Office says that the swift current pulled the kids into that lake Sunday, leaving them 100 yards from shore in the still frigid waters. Family and friends used kayaks to reach the teenagers and toss them life jackets. Paramedics then treated those teenagers on shore. A Minnesota State Patrol helicopter co-pilot is recovering from a head injury after being hit by a duck that went through the windshield of the aircraft. Now, we have some still shots if we could pull those up from the State Patrol. The troopers were returning to St. Paul Wednesday night around 10. That pilot was able to keep the chopper in the air and then landed safely. The injured co-pilot was wearing his helmet and even had his helmet shield down when he was hit by that bird. 6:52 now. Let's get a check of that fast track forecast. And Nathan, beautiful sunrise, not so beautiful temperatures today, though.
Exactly right, Jordan. A great start to our morning here. Beautiful sunrise there. Our Grand Forks home for Economy Skycam. Seeing a few clouds here or there, but really it's the cold that we're talking about here, both this morning and into the weekend as well. Freeze warning for the Devil's Lake Basin down through Stutsman County off toward the Montana border. That's where we're expecting the coldest of the air, 20s overnight tonight in those areas. Frost advisory with the chance of some low 30s. For Grand Forks, Fargo, and the Arrowhead of Minnesota, where it's going to be cold, not quite as cold as central North Dakota, but still want to take care of those plants, have them covered up, or bring the pots in if you have those planted already. Big picture shows a low pressure system churning north of Lake of the Woods. We're seeing some rain toward our south and east. That's wrapping around that low pressure system, but where we have that cold air and that moisture, we're seeing some snow on the radar. Yeah, it's don't need to check the calendar. It's May 20th. Got some snow there just in our far northwestern counties. Could see some of that snow today. But for the rest of us, we're watching some showers to be with us as a cold front pushes its way through and a blustery north wind pretty much all day long. So temperatures starting off in those 40s, maybe making it to 50 degrees in Fargo today. But that north wind gusting over 30 miles per hour will make it tough to hit that 50-degree mark. So keep that in mind, especially for those folks running the 5K, watching for some showers tonight and also that strong north wind that will be gusty. For tomorrow morning, the Fargo Marathon in the morning hours looks good. We're dry in the morning, watching for, of course, those cold temperatures and that morning frost or a hard freeze out toward the west. Near 50 for the high temperatures Saturday, maybe a few PM showers Saturday, but most of the day looks to stay dry And for Sunday, mid-50s for those high temperatures. Again, the chance of some morning frost on Sunday. Not going to be as cold as we're expecting tonight, but still could see some 30s for Sunday morning. So watching that very carefully. And of course, for those folks who will run the marathon, either the 5K tonight or the marathon tomorrow, good luck, and of course, make sure to watch out for yourself. Stay hydrated if you're out there running as well.
Yeah, you have to. And gosh, I mean, the chance of flakes, what day is it? I mean, is this October or is it May?
It's May. It's May 20th. I had to double check myself.
Yeah, really have to. All right, Nathan, thank you this morning. Now 6:54, a SWAT team call out in North Moorhead. 2 men are in jail after police recovered ammunition and other firearms at a home in the 900 block of 7th Avenue North. Police were executing a search warrant focusing on the distribution of illegal narcotics and firearm possession. 35-year-old Richard Torres and 24-year-old John Lopez are facing felony firearm violations. Police say Torres was taken into custody earlier in the day during that traffic stop and had a stolen firearm. Yesterday's use of the Red River SWAT team was the first time that officers from North Dakota assisted on the Minnesota side after a mutual aid was reestablished. That resource sharing had been on hold for months after Minnesota law on deadly force was revised in March of 2021. That put a stop to the longstanding practice of police crossing the state lines to help out during emergencies. Are you looking to find your dream home? Maybe just get ideas? This weekend is your chance to check out the Spring Parade of Homes. That's where we find the Valley Today's JC Dodd live with some features that you'll want to have in your home. Good morning, JC.
Good morning, Jordan. I'm still here in Horace in the Lost River development, and I have found yet another stunning home that's for sale, and it's just one of the many stops on the last weekend of the Spring Parade of Homes here in the FM Metro. Now, you were talking about some unique features, something that would get you inspired, and Jordan, I have the thing just for you. Joining me live this morning is Ryan Schultz with Spire Realty, and I want you to look at this grocery door to the garage. How fantastic is that? You can bring in your groceries straight from your car. I mean, that just makes things so easy.
Right? You wouldn't go that way, you'd go the other way, but obviously it's, when you have a two-story or any Rambler, you don't have to walk in and every single time up and down the stairs. So I even had one family say, I have a new baby, quick, they put their newborn, they could set their stuff in and keep them warm, and I was like, hey, whatever works. So yeah, it's definitely a nice feature having that, so we can just drop your stuff off, and especially in our climate when it's cold, you can drop it off and kind of get your stuff unpacked and good to go. So.
Now, Ryan is the mastermind behind this custom home. Talk to me a little bit about this beautiful kitchen and these beautiful features.
Yeah, one thing we did differently on this home, we did our countertops, so they're granite, but they're leather honed. So you can kind of see it has that matte finish, which allows you to have a little bit more of that natural feel, so which has been definitely a big hit. And then we did some of that older wood, which gives it more of that look. And then instead of just doing all wood, we did a white top on the kitchen here. So yeah, it's also, we have a gas range here. We did a little bit different with our gold knobs and our gold faucets. So yeah, it's just one of the things we really like to do here also is in every single house we do custom cabinetry where it has the slow close. So the slow close makes a difference. It's one of those things you see in a house and that you use every single day. So yeah, we just like to customize it, I guess, as much as possible off of what the future we think we want, and we try to usually look at the female or the wife in the family because they're the ones who usually pick the house out. So we look at them, and yeah, this has been a fun one to build and decorate. So yeah.
Thank you very much. Now I'm ready to move in tomorrow if they would let me, because this place is beautiful. Jordan, coming up, we're going to continue to show you the amazing homes that are here. It's the last weekend for Spring Parade of Homes to get out, get inspired, and see all the new trends. JC,
my jaw dropped when I saw that grocery delivery door. How have I never thought of that before? I didn't know I needed one.
Fabulous.
Now I need one. Yeah, it's amazing. JC Dodd reporting live in Horace this morning at the Spring Parade of Homes. Thank you very much. Other good things this weekend, it's Fargo Marathon week, and the course got some last-minute changes, though, because of flooding in the metro. We saw more rain last night, but that didn't stop the kids from taking part in the youth run. Hundreds of little runners went their fastest to the finish line. Some say a medal was what they were going for, others maybe a treat. The marathon route has changed twice now, but organizers say it's going to be high and mostly dry. And for those hoping to go to the Boston Marathon, well, the Fargo Marathon is still a certified qualifying course. The 5K is tonight at 6:30. The marathon, half marathon, and 10K there tomorrow morning. Watch out for any road closures with that as well. Speaking of closures, traffic on South University Drive in Fargo will be reduced to one lane starting today. The area impacted is southbound between 14th and 15th Avenues, but that stretch should reopen by the end of the day. And we have another one-day construction closure. That's 4th Street South in Fargo from 13th to 14th Avenue. They'll be blocked for the completion of the Red River Pump Station. That road will be closed until about 4 in the afternoon. Get a load of this, car lovers. Mercedes-Benz just made history after selling the world's most expensive car. If you thought yours was expensive, probably wasn't. $142 million. It's a 1955 Mercedes-Benz SLR Coupe sold to a private owner. Previous record was $70 million. That was paid for a Ferrari. This money, though, will be used to establish the Mercedes-Benz Fund, a global scholarship fund. Vroom, vroom. Remember that today's show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. More live up-to-the-minute news and weather on the Fargo CW.